In this video, we're going over how to dress aesthetic if you're built like a twink. I just made the non-twink version and it's come to my attention that the people want the twink version. So we're going to be going over skinny lore, the tennis allegory, and the most optimal player build maxing with the Johns and pieces. So let's get it.
You know I'm such a fool for you. You do me like a finger.
Okay, to explain proper twink aestheticism, we gotta go over the skinny fashion lore. As you know, in fashion, most clothes are built for skinny people. This is why I say that fashion is really just easy mode if you're skinny. For designers, clothes are cheapest and easiest to make for skinny people. That's why even if a size large technically fits me, sometimes, you know, it can look kind of off because the garment isn't actually designed to fit my body type. This is because designers are trying to present their clothes in a way that doesn't get distorted on the model. So that's why 99% of models are always tall, skinny people. Like actual models, not like Instagram models. Skinny bodies don't change how the clothes look compared to the designer's original vision. Plus, being tall helps the clothes drape exactly how the designer wanted them to. But remember, even if the traditional fashion industry isn't for everyone, fashion is for everyone. So that's the lore of why if you spawned in with twink genetics, you got a little handicap for your style. You know, it's not a bad thing, it's just a thing. So now let's get into what I call the tennis allegory as it pertains to twinks. As I said before, whether you realize it or not, y'all are playing this game on easy mode. And if you don't realize it, I'm gonna share a fat ass hint for you. But for real though, hear me out. With this player build, it's honestly a bit like tennis. You know, if you've ever played tennis, you'll understand that low-key, as long as you don't mess up, you'll win against the average player. As long as you keep the ball in bounds, the other person will eventually make a mistake and you'll beat them. Unless you're playing pros, then you gotta actually like activate your abilities and use your ultimate, and you know. But what I'm getting at here is with the skinny build, it's the same. Realistically, all you need to know is proportions and like some basic eye level of what colors look good, some color theory, and you'll be good. With just those two alone, you'll have a calm little fit that looks better than 99% of the population. Like real talk, if you're a new account and you're hopping on for the first time, you start at 60 overall, right? With skinny player build, if all you know is basics of proportions and decent basics of color theory, boom, you'll genuinely bump to an 85 overall overnight. And you don't even need to pay too much VC for that. It's kind of the same for every other build, but a little less enhanced. Like for non-twinks, you'll probably go to a 75, 80 overall. But twinks, bro, you're 85, you're almost pushing 90. I'm not gonna get too into breaking down proportions and all that stuff right now, because I made videos on proportions and color theory in the past, and every other fashion YouTuber has too. So, you know, just watch one of those. Okay, so now that we've covered the lore in the instant 85 overall, let's get into how to max out your player build to hit that 99 overall. We're gonna do this by covering some Johns and pieces. Boom. You see with tops, you can honestly do whatever you want. Fitted clothes look good, oversized clothes look good. There's honestly no secret formula to this. Like, just lock in on proportions and colors, make that shit unique to you, and you're chilling. I'll go deeper into personal style with like specific examples of pieces in another vid. But if I had to give a tip for this one, I would say it's okay to take inspo from things like Instagram, Pinterest, but don't copy. That kind of gets into like,
keep it.
Boring.
She's yours.
for the bottoms, you have more freedom with the bottoms compared to the big boys. So I would say play around with this one more. My biggest take on this one is that honestly, skinny jeans only look good on skinny people because it matches their player build. And when I say skinny, I mean like basically slim. Like skin tight leggings, oh, that should be instant death penalty. This is why I think that the archived Japanese fashion look looks best on skinny guys. This style is actually so sick, bro. If I was a twink, I would rock this. I would be the swaggiest twink in some archive fashion. That's like saying, oh my, bro, if I was taller, I'd be in the league for real. Type of statement. I know there's nothing stopping me from wearing this style, but I'm self-aware enough to know that like with my body type and those types of clothes, it doesn't really complement, flow well, I guess flatter those type of clothes well. And one thing with this I want to point out is don't let your player build get you down. You only got one player build in this live chat. It's not Fortnite where you can just swap skins in between games. I mean, I know you can like lean out, get really skinny, or like bulk up and get huge. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but I think the most important thing is play to your strengths. For me, realistically, the skinny archive style doesn't necessarily complement my build, but I can bench 225. So I'm not gonna let me down, you know. There's a give and take here.
I will never know, 'cause you will never show. Come on and love me now.
Speaking of playing to your strengths with shoes, I feel like the skinny people rock the Converse and Vans style so well. Bro, just all those archetypes in general. You know, like the greaser look, got the black Converse, jeans with a couple rips in them, black leather jacket, the rock star style, the popular kid in high school style. And not to be too incel here, I understand what I'm about to say is kind of like a chronically online statement, but I'm gonna be blunt with my advice here. Again, it's all about playing into the twink strengths. Twinks are skinny, right? So they got low body fat. So that also means they got low facial fat. You know, they got sharp jawlines and shit. That's really the allure of the twink build, bro. You don't got the strength stats, but you do got, I guess, the beauty aspect. So, bro, if you're a twink, just max out that pretty boy archetype, that pretty boy swag, and you'll mug. Boom. And this is honestly the way I'd go about it, chat. Find a style that you like. For example, I'm rocking with the archive Japanese fashion, but maybe I'd mix in that like early 2000s high school hot popular guy. You know, I'd grow out my hair a little bit, pick up the guitar or some other type of art thing. If I realized I wasn't messing with the guitar, maybe I'd rock the piano. You know, I honestly think piano's sicker, but like that's another thing. I guess it's just follow your curiosity. Don't do something that's just purely for the aesthetic. And then from there, I would find something to base my entire personality around. You know, maybe I'd rewatch Gummo, maybe become an art musician, bro. Get really into alternative rock or like indie rock. Let everyone know that I was on Alex G before they were on Alex G. You know, if that doesn't work, maybe I'd get really into indie sleaze. Start asking people, name 5 The Help songs, you know? I think that's the method. So yeah, that's the method. And if you want a shorter, more summarized answer of what I just said, find aesthetic skinny guy from a time period that you like, then use him as inspo to make yourself the aesthetic skinny guy. Game is game. Also, another thing, this is kind of for any body type if you think about it, but if you're OD about wanting your clothes to fit like perfect, like the best it can on you, clothes maxing, I guess, pick up sewing or get it tailored. That's really all it is. So that's how to dress aesthetic if you're built like a twink. And if you want to watch my video on how to dress aesthetic if you're not built like a twink, click the video here.